Hey guys, it's Angel. Today I have 3 new polishes from a brand I've never tried before. I was so pumped when Live Love Polish reached out to me to ask if I wanted to review these exclusive shades because these aren't just regular polishes. They're thermals that change color with temperature. And I hadn't used a thermal polish in quite a while, so I was like, yeah, I want to play with those. I did notice on the website that there is another thermal polish that looks to be new from Lacquer Lust as well, but I didn't get this one in my package. I don't know. This is Frozen Hot Chocolate, and I will link this one down below. Along with swatching, I also added a little nail art to each mani with this set of real gold and silver leaf. I got this set on Amazon, and I liked it because it had a mix of colors. Each little pot had a crumpled up larger piece of the gold leaf. I actually thought they were flakes, so I had to cut them up because I wanted flakes, damn it. I also just bought a bunch of new rainbow chrome nail art tools. Oh my goodness, I love them so much, and I will link them down below. Definitely recommend these for some tools. Okay, now I had my flakies all set so I could finally paint my nails. For my base coat, I used the Nourishing Ridge Filler from Live Love Polish, which is their house brand. And I mentioned this in a previous video that I was going to be testing this out and letting you guys know how I like it. And so far, I like this. It definitely does give your nail a very smooth surface. So if you're someone that suffers with ridges, I think this is a good one to try. First up is Through the Grapevine, which goes from a royal purple when cold to a sheer lilac when warm. It has micro hollow glitter and purple shimmer. And here is the first coat, and I thought it had a pretty good formula. It wasn't runny and it was going exactly where I wanted it to go. And as you can see, yes, it is sheer, but I do find that that is pretty par for the course when it comes to thermal polishes. I don't know if it's just something about the pigment which helps it transition colors. There's just not much of a color to the base. And then the second coat went on just as nice. And if you are someone that doesn't like visible nail line, then I suggest layering this over a white polish. If my nails were shorter, I probably would have stuck with 2 coats, but since they're so long and you can really see that nail line, I went ahead and did a 3rd coat. And then by the magic of YouTube, here is what it looks like when it goes from cold to warm. This isn't magic, it's just my hair dryer. And if you have longer nails, you'll often see both of the colors at the same time because the tips of your nails sometimes will be cooler than the base of your nail. I love this one when it's like this. So I thought the gold flakes would look good with the purple, so I went ahead and chose that color. And to pick up the little gold flakes, I kind of just dumped them in the lid and then used a brush that I had dipped into a little bit of water to pick them up. They're so light and flaky, you barely need anything to pick them up. To get the flakes to stick to the nail, you want to apply a little bit of clear nail polish. Notice I said clear nail polish and not quick dry top coat because that will dry too quick by the time you try to get them all on your nail. So using my damp brush, I picked up the flakes and just pressed them gently onto the nail and sort of smoothed them out so that they were attached to the wet polish. And I kind of wanted to do it in a sort of gradient pattern where it was a little heavier towards the cuticle area and then they kind of faded down once they got towards the free edge of the nail. The nice part about using the clear polish versus quick dry top coat is that you do have a couple of minutes before this dries, so you don't have to, be super quick about getting the flakes onto the nail. As long as it's a little bit tacky, the flakes will stick to the clear polish. Like I said, these weigh like they don't weigh anything, so it's so easy to get them to stick. Once I got enough of the flakes on where I was satisfied, I just took my brush and sort of smoothed down the flakes because if they're not completely attached, they will have more of a texture to them, but you can also use your finger just to kind of smooth them out. And then I decided to test out the quick dry top coat from Live Love Polish. This was the first time that I tried this, and my only beef with it is that it's $13 for 0.33 ounces. It is pretty pricey. So it does apply nicely and dries relatively quickly as compared to my other favorite quick dry top coats. So I don't know, maybe you can find a coupon. So here is the finished mani with Through the Grapevine and the gold flakes, and I like this one. I love both colors that it transitions into, and I thought the purple and both the icy lilac color looked so great with the gold flakes. Next up is Glass Slipper. Love the name. This transitions from a medium blue when cold to a sheer baby blue with holographic glitter and shimmer. And here is the first coat, and I thought this one was pretty sheer on that first coat. And I also noticed that it appeared to have some unmixed pigment in the base, but luckily it gets covered up with the second and third coats, and I didn't even notice it in the end because when it transitions from cold to warm, that must be the pigment, those little spots, and they turn colors too. And as I added the layers, it built up in opacity. I did find that this one kind of wanted to pool at the free edge of my nails. I don't know if that was just my application or the polish, but once I added that third layer, it was perfectly even. Now this one, I wouldn't want to layer it over a more opaque polish because I love the color that it transitions to when warm, and I like the way the visible nail line looks through that color. And here it is transitioning from cold to warm, and you can't see those speckles of the pigment that I pointed out earlier. See, they just changed color. So for this one, I went with the silver leaf. What am I trying to say? I wanted to apply the flakes in a little bit of a different pattern than the last one. I wanted them to go almost completely across the nail, so I applied the polish completely across the nail. Oh my God, I have forgotten how to speak. I tried to apply the flakes a little bit more sparsely this time because I wanted bigger spaces in between them so more of that pretty blue polish would show through. And this polish and flake combo was really giving me some Elsa vibes. Do you guys want to know a little fact about me? I have never seen the movie Frozen. Can you believe that? I love Disney movies, but I've never seen that, and now I feel like I'm just going to try to go my whole life without seeing that movie so I can be the only person in existence that has not seen the movie Frozen or Avatar. Haven't seen that one either. I don't know, I just don't care. Well, here is my top coat application. I care about top coat, okay? And here is the finished mani, and sadly I didn't get to wear this one because I took it off immediately after applying it because I swatched all three of these on the same night. I might have to wear this one again because this combo is so pretty. I love it. Definitely recommend this polish. And last we have Bonfire, which transitions from a dark brown when cold to a sheer light brown when warm. It says it has micro hollow glitter. I don't see that, but I do see the gold glitter and the orange glitter. I don't know, maybe I see a teeny tiny touch of micro hollow glitter in there. So this one was definitely the most opaque on that first coat, probably because it's the darkest one out of the bunch. And this one had just a touch thicker of a formula than the other two. I wouldn't call it thick, but it just had more oomph to it, I think, because it had bigger glitter chunks in it. This is going to be one of those polishes that you either love or you hate. This brings out strong feelings in people. They either love brown polish or they hate it. I like it, and I feel like this is such a pretty color for fall. It just makes me want to, get on my sweater with my pumpkin spice latte. And here it is transitioning from cold to warm, and I can't decide if I like the warm stage better. I think I do. I just decided I like the warm stage color better. And for this one, I went with I believe it's called variegated gold leaf, and this is gold leaf that's been heat treated, so it kind of shows different colors. This one has like sort of copper and a fuchsia color to it. And since there were so many pretty colors in the gold leaf, I wanted to apply it a little bit differently than the previous manis, and I almost wanted it to sort of be more, more densely applied near the cuticle area and then just sort of fade out. Look at all the pretty colors in that gold leaf. This looks like a fall leaf changing colors if fall leaves were made out of gold. In the little set of gold leaf pots that I bought, there was also another color. I wonder if I have a picture of it so I could put it in here, but it's sort of the blue and green version of this. I'm gonna have to think of something to do with that because it is too pretty. I only applied one layer of top coat when I was filming and for my pictures, but I actually wore this mani when I was done, so I added another layer of top coat because you could only just barely feel the gold leaf through one layer, so I'd recommend 2 layers for gold leaf. Here is the finished mani with Bonfire, and these are the ones that I wore when I was done filming, and I liked this color best when it was in the in-between phase, and the tips of my nail were the darker brown and the base of my nail was the lighter sort of taupey color. So that completes my swatch review of the new thermal polishes from Lacquer Lust. Like I mentioned earlier, these are exclusive to Live Love Polish, so you can only get them there, and I have them all linked down below. I was so happy to use thermal polishes because it's been forever. It's probably been over a year since I've tested any out. And also, this was the first time I ever used gold leaf, and it was so pretty and so easy and quick to use. I'm definitely gonna have to use this in the future. You guys can also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at @twy_star. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.